I'm going to give you an example here of a case study that we did with an organization to have you understand, okay, what does this all end up looking like? Well, here's an organization or a financial institution that obviously being a financial institution, they thought one of their major emission sources was paper, and it was going to be their largest emission source. So they had all these paper reduction initiatives internally going out. Well, when they actually measured what their largest impact from their sustainability performance was, it turned out it was business travel. And a lot of the business travel actually was associated to the board of directors, who were only 10 people, because they were flying all over the world for corporate retreats, and they were bringing their spouses, and they were really burning a lot of carbon along the way. And then they also had these branch meetings where people were driving and flying in from all around the country to be at these meetings on a quarterly basis, and sometimes even on a monthly basis. So they went and they decided, okay, we're going to use teleconferencing for 3 out of our 4 monthly meetings for our branch managers. We're going to move all of our board meetings within the state. We're going to eliminate air travel. We're going to eliminate the excess. This was during the financial crisis of 2008, where a lot of organizations were saying, we can't afford sustainability things. We got to be focused on the bottom line. Well, you know what? During a down economy, they were actually able to save over $10,000. Employees are saying, this is great. I'm not spending as much time driving and flying around to these different meetings. And they reduced their greenhouse gas emissions 75% in 1 year. This is a win-win-win, where by measuring their sustainability performance, they were actually able to make business decisions that they couldn't make before. Imagine going to your board of directors saying, hey, I know you and your wife love these board retreats in Hawaii. That's not happening anymore. Well, they couldn't really just tell people that, because people are like, I'm not going to be on the board, or I'm going to really come back at you when you talk about your compensation. The reality was, by measuring their sustainability performance, they were able to open up a different conversation. And when the board realized, oh my God, look at this impact that we're making. We're asking our employees to sacrifice and get on buses and bike and walk to work and find innovative ways to do job sharing and all this stuff. And yet our impacts are huge. By measuring your sustainability performance, you can manage it better and you can make decisions you want. What does it look like? Here's a sustainability dashboard. This is what typically a carbon footprint will look like. Again, this is a made-up organization for you, so don't read anything into this. This isn't coming off a real client or anything, but this just gives you an idea of, when you're looking at all those things that you're measuring a few slides back, what does it spit out? And what you'll see is there's hard numbers here that show where things are. But the biggest thing is, for a lot of executives, they just need to see that dashboard in that lower right corner. They need to see that pie chart. A lot of times you'll do a whole sustainability assessment for an organization. You'll put this in front of the CEO and they'll go, oh, we need to look at those 2 or 3 biggest slices of the pie. We need to work on that. Once you've measured your sustainability performance, a lot of organizations, they want to reduce, and obviously the best and most cost-effective thing is reduce your impact. And when you can't, look for renewable sources or sustainable sources. And when you can't reduce after that, then you can look to offset. A lot of organizations will come to us and say, gosh, we really want to offset our emissions that we're doing here. What's the best way of doing it? We use this slide right here to say, match your footprint with the right offsetting mechanism. So for scope 1, which is stuff that you burn, whether that's fuel or natural gas, you're going to be looking at, what are the things that we can, are there credits that we can do here? Are there things that we can do that we can help, put offsets towards biofuels or electric vehicles? Scope 2, which is really about electricity usage, then you really want to look at renewable energy credits. Those are really cheap right now for a lot of organizations. These are ways you can offset kilowatts versus kilowatts. You can offset electrons versus electrons, so that makes sense. And then scope 3, again, there's variable offsetting regimes that are out there that you can find, that whether you want to do tree planting to offset your paper usage, whether you want to support busing or alternative commuting strategies to offset your commute emissions or your business travel, whatever it is, there's offset mechanisms that are out there.